Picketing. Let's take you there live.
By the majority union, the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, express our lack of confidence in the leadership of Comair CEO Glenn Osmond and his executive team. Under his watch, we have witnessed the decline of the airline to a shadow of its former glory. We have witnessed the hemorrhaging of jobs in the name of cost-cutting. The cost-cutting measures have resulted in an overworked, underpaid and understaffed workforce that spells disaster for an airline with a rich history like Comair. Comair has been operating since 1943. Was founded in 1943, comrades. It's been in existence for a very long time. Our members care about this airline. And I think I want to make this perfectly clear. We are here because we care. We've given up everything for this airline. Earning 70% for months at a time. Loss of pension, loss of benefits. Taking on responsibilities that are not yours. Being stressed to the point of mental and emotional breakdown. Our members care. They have given up everything. And this is the demand we are making is a simple one. If the board cares about this airline as much as our members clearly do, they will do the right thing and kindly request your resignation. It is an indictment against the leadership, and in particular the leadership of Glenn Osmond, that today Comair's operating certificate has been suspended. Under the tenure of Glenn Osmond, we have witnessed near catastrophic incidences which could have been avoided had his leadership been focused on building the airline instead of slowly destroying it from within. Glenn Osmond regards workers of Comair who have sacrificed immensely for the survival of the company as overpaid matriculants. He treats workers with disdain and derision. He forgets that this airline is where today because of us, our blood, sweat and tears. He forgets that the working class are producers of wealth. The reputation that Comair has is because our members gave up their labor to make that happen. Glenn Osmond has no respect for what we do as workers. The poor decisions he has made has resulted in life-threatening situations for the airline. And it is us, ordinary workers at Comair, whose job it is to reassure passengers and make them feel calm and safe. He has stripped us to the bone and taken away so many benefits and conditions in the name of turning the airline around. But we are closer to crash landing than we ever have been because of his failed leadership. Instead of focusing on building the business and getting us out of prolonged business rescue, Osmond has been training non-Comair workers from Mango and EPT Aviation Academy to potentially replace Comair as cheap labor. Glenn Osmond is obsessed with comparing Comair to Fly Safair instead of continuing to build on Comair's rich legacy. Glenn Osmond cheated workers in September 2020 by misleading and dividing them into giving up what was rightfully theirs on the basis of saving Comair. He promised to save 2,500 jobs. Instead, he used his management skills to cheat us of our benefits, slashed salaries, and instituted a reactionary and backward collective agreement which was imposed on us. He then signed for 30% salary cuts for 6 months, but that turned into over 12 months of reduced salaries. Since the signing of that suicidal collective agreement, more than half of the 2,500 jobs that were terminated through multiple rounds of retrenchments. Comair is now left with only 1,300 staff. All this was done in the name of turning the airline around. He claimed the airline was operating on a shoestring budget, but he has no problem paying business rescue practitioners over $1 million a month. Whilst ordinary workers lose assets, suffer extreme financial difficulty as a result of having their salaries and benefits reduced. He attempted to block the reinstatement of 100% salary payments for staff in January this year. And he has significantly taken benefits of staff in the name of soft rules. Crew are no longer afforded food during their shifts. If a cabin crew member faints while on shift, no, it is because Glen Osmond is denying workers food. This is important. No, this is important. The company has implemented a policy of a 35-minute turnaround that has resulted in safety standards being compromised. This is a foreign tendency in the company's over 7 decades of existence. He has sold head office of the business and almost all subsidiaries, topped it with 30% salary cuts he took against our will for over 12 months. This is not enough for him. He wants even more and is seemingly prepared to collapse the third airline in this country under the watch of our government. Our demands are simple. We demand that Glen Osmond do the honorable thing and resign from the company or be immediately removed by the board of directors. We also demand the withdrawal of the Section 189, which was issued on the 1st of March. We will not accept any more taking from our benefits. How much more do you want from workers? How much more? They must stop cutting salaries and stop cutting benefits of the lowest paid workers in the company, as this has clearly proven to have failed as a solution. We demand a response from the board of Comair within 7 days. This is our memorandum. Can it be signed, please? And then after it has been signed, and this is important, after it has been signed, comrades, we will allow Mr. Osmond to address us for a very brief time because this is our picket. He will address us, and then we will be done. Thank you. Please sign here, Mr. Osmond. You must just sign it twice. Put your name and I'll give you 2 because the cops also need 1. This is you again, over here. Oh, and one more, sorry for the cops. Sorry. One is yours, one is ours, one is the cops. We're done. Thank you very much.
Can you listen to the CEO when he addresses you, comrade? But we have noticed, comrade, on a serious note, we have noticed that while Comrade Pakamile was reading memorandum, you were busy consulting with your HR department. Are you saying that when we read this memorandum, it's not important, Mr. Glenn? Please, can you address us? We are not happy with that, what we have done. Listen.
Okay, first I'd like to thank you for being here, and I'm thankful that you care. We care, we all care together, we're all in this together. Right now, the absolute most important thing is we need to be back in the sky. We need to be back in the sky to protect our jobs, all of our jobs. And I must thank Numsa for the letter they wrote to the CA. That is really, really greatly appreciated. We thank you for that support. We're all on the same side here. I've told you, I have said many times, we have the best people in the industry. Our people are our strength. We value our people, and thank you for caring. We care. So importantly, We need to be back in the sky as soon as possible. We would like to be back in the sky tomorrow, and then we need to protect the jobs, and then we can worry about me. But for now, let's get back in the sky. Let's work together. Let's make that our #1 priority. That tomorrow we fly our 10,000 passengers. We operate our 20 aeroplanes. That's the goal now. Sort me out later, but right now, let's get in the sky. We need to get back in the sky, and we can only do it if we all work together. We're on the same side. We care. We understand you care. It's been a tough year for you guys, for everyone. It's been an impossible year. We had COVID 1, COVID 2, COVID 3, COVID 4. We have oil at $100. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you for addressing.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to untangle the cables here. But as you heard the CEO saying, the #1 priority is to get the airline operating once again. It's a very difficult position that the airline finds itself in, because their #1 priority is to get the Civil Aviation Authority to lift this suspension. But you are hearing Numsa and workers saying that they want the CEO removed. The CEO is saying, deal with me later, let's first get back into the skies. Of course, they have raised a number of issues. The airline was in business rescue for some time, and a number of people lost their jobs. Of course, certain incentives were also taken away. However, the big priority here, I think, for Comair is to just try and get the Civil Aviation Authority to be satisfied with the documentation that the aircraft are safe, and should they take to the skies again, they will be safe. So this memorandum has been handed over. The CEO came to receive it, and from my understanding, members here are going to disperse.
Heidi Giokos in Kempton Park for us. Let's leave it there for now.